Ahead on Daytime Buffalo, Hope Rises is here with another uplifting story of 716. And Everybody Plus is bringing their boutique boot camps to Buffalo, and we have details on where you can find them. It's all coming up right now on Daytime Buffalo. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Well, today I'm joined by our friend, Kate Glazer from Hope Rises with an inspiring story about a local teenage hero. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
Hello.
Kate, tell us who you brought in today.
Yeah, we do have a hero here today. His name is William. He's sitting next to me. He is a senior locally, and this is Chief Mahoney from the Burkos Fire Department in Niagara Wheatfield, and we have a really great story about heroism, courage, strength, all the good things.
Okay, first, William, do you want to tell us how old you are?
I'm 18.
Okay, let's talk about what happened this morning that turned you into a hero.
So I was coming back from a trip with my grandparents when I suddenly got behind this vehicle. It pulled out of a parking lot, and he was driving down the road real erratically. Came to a stoplight. The car seemed to kind of turn off for a second, came back on, and kept driving erratically, driving down the middle of the road in people's front yards and everything else. And then he went to make a turn, and it ended up in a parking lot where it looked like the guy slumped over the wheel. And then right after that, the car started rolling, and then it just went off the side of the bridge.
So what happened? What did you do?
My first reaction was to try to get the man out of the car. I had experience over spring break. Me and my buddies actually had a similar situation, but I knew something wasn't right, and I knew that it could have had very bad consequences.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the situation. Chief Mahoney, I'll go to you. Do you want to explain what happened and what it meant that William jumped in and got involved?
Oh, of course. Yeah, so this was December 29th, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, where a lot of people were watching the Bills-Jets game, as I was. So we were dispatched for a car that was on its roof underwater in a creek with entrapment. So for me, that's a nightmare type of situation. We actually got word in the one text message that we get that there was a passerby that was attempting to free the occupant, which we then later learned was William. So I left the house that day with a window punch, and I was prepared to get wet, and I was fully expecting a very unpleasant experience, because being upside down in a body of water, even if you have some protection from your glass or your car door, we all know at some point those cars aren't waterproof, right? So we're very lucky with the situation. I know William, it seems like really with no hesitation, got himself in the water to try to free this fella. Broke a window, we injured his hand a little bit as a result. We're very lucky in Wheatfield. We've got great coverage with the Niagara County Sheriff's Office, so there are 2 deputies there very quickly afterwards. Same with them, they were all in the water right away with some tools also, and that's what ultimately led this to be a successful outcome for everyone.
Okay, so how were you able to get the passenger out of the vehicle?
I wasn't able to. All I was able to do was I broke the rear window, and I was trying to break the window on the back seat, but I wasn't quick enough. The cops got there before I was able to.
Okay, but you sprung into action just like that. That could have been a really scary situation.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind?
My first thought was there was a life at stake, and I wanted to try to do whatever I could to help out.
Do you want to give some insight on how critical William jumping into action was to assisting and freeing the passenger?
Sure. Well, obviously, speed is a huge issue with a call like this, because again, when our poor occupant is hanging upside down in a body of water, seat belted in. I mean, it's really a tough situation. So, obviously, generally speaking, we want people to be very careful about what they do. It sounds like William kind of assessed the situation, made sure that he wasn't going to add himself to the victim type situation. I think he was pretty cautious with that. So, but you know, those efforts happening quickly were certainly critical.
So did this person come out okay?
He did. Once the deputies were able to free him with assistance, he walked up out of off the bank, and so generally speaking, turned out well. I mean, he was obviously suffering from some health-related issues that day, but yeah, we're very, very fortunate with that outcome, and that's why, you know, from my perspective, I wanted to call it out. You know, Deputies Kennedy and Verk were quick to jump in the water and effectuate that rescue. William obviously was on a cold December day.
So how is William being recognized by the community?
Yeah, I think he received some awards from your department, correct?
We did, yeah.
Yep. And then also, he doesn't know about this yet, but we have a program through William Mattar. It's called Champions of Western New York. We recognize youth that are doing good. William Mattar is a part of this. And so we are going to give you money towards a charity of your choice. So we'll talk more about that. Any charity in Western New York that you would like to select will receive a check from Hope Rises and William Mattar. We're also going to share your story on Hope Rises and William Mattar and have a big celebration in the fall for your heroism and your courage and strength, and something we wanted to share with you today. But we're just so proud to
Wonderful.
display this amazing story.
Thank you so much.
What does it mean for you to be recognized off of just doing something that seemed to come naturally for you?
It means a lot more than I could ever imagine. I never thought that it would go this far. I never thought I'd be sitting here. I was just trying to help out. I just
Amazing.
trying to do what I thought was right.
That's right. You did it, and you did. You did the right thing, and we're so glad to celebrate you so young and springing into action in a very scary situation. So viewers, if you would like to learn more about inspiring stories like this one, you can connect with Hope Rises on Facebook and Instagram at Hope Rises Network. Thanks again for coming in, and thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Chelsea.